Hi everyone, I am Amir Suhail from Informatica GCS. In this video, we will talk about Snowflake OAuth and Snowpark Python storage procedures that Informatica has added in CDGC November release. Today's agenda would be OAuth Client Creds Snowflake Overview, Client Creds Connection Properties in Administrator and MCC, Snowflake Python Snowpark Storage Procedures Overview, major supported Snowpark library, and then we'll go for a demo. OAuth client credentials authentication in Snowflake is a method of authentication that allows the application to securely access Snowflake resources without requiring user credentials. Instead, the application uses OAuth to authenticate itself with Snowflake by presenting its client credentials to obtain an access token. If you'll see in the diagram, on the client side, the CDGC scanner interacts with the authentication server using client credentials to obtain an access token. The CDGC application then uses this access token to send a request to Snowflake. Snowflake validates the token, and if the token is valid, it responds with successful acknowledgement to the CDGC scanner. Now to get this, first you have to go to the CDGC administrator page, and there you have to create the connection. Make sure you select the type as Snowflake Data Cloud, and in authentication you have to select the new supported authentication, which is client credentials. In access token URL, you have to provide the URL which is provided by your OAuth site. Once you fill all these details except the access token, you need to click on generate access token, which will automatically fill this field. Then after, you have to go to metadata command center to create the resource using the resource type as Snowflake. Here you have to select the same connection which you have created in administrator. Here if you'll see, I have selected the same connection, and in the authentication it says client credentials. Moving to the next, we already support Snowflake storage procedures which uses SQL or JavaScripts. So this is addition to that. Now we support Snowflake Python Snowpark storage procedures as well. You can use Snowpark in Snowflake by creating storage procedure or functions, which you can do by writing the handler for the function in Python or use Snowpark in the function. So overall, we support analyzing of Python functions and storage procedures in Snowflake, adding support for Snowpark libraries. Also, user can disable Python parsing using export parameters. So this is currently documented as preview functionality. Here you have to know two scenarios which we do not support currently. Using Snowpark API to create functions which is loaded into an internal stage. This is not yet supported. Copying the code to a stage and referencing it when you create the procedure using the imports clause is still not supported. These are some major supported Snowpark libraries. Rest of them you can find in the document as well. Now, in case of storage procedures that accept arguments, default variables can be passed to the storage procedures. User have to create the .txt file with the default variables mentioned in it and add in the configuration as here under the export parameter. User can also choose to enable or disable Python analysis using the export parameter configuration while creating the catalog resource in the MCC. User have to mention this parameter, which is SQL.enable Snowflake Python analysis in the MCC configuration, as you could see here, which needs to be set as false. If the above parameter is used, then all the Python functions and procedures will be treated as dummy function, and dummy function can be called and will always retain unknown result. Lineage will get affected. So this is a small Snowflake procedure which I have used for the demo. What it do is that it reads, I have used a call function, Snowpark call function, which reads data from the source table and then performs some operations on the basis of this condition and then write the result to the destination table. As you could see in the governance and catalog, when you see the procedure definition, you'll be able to see the same exact code which you have used in your source system. So now moving to the demo.
So to create the connection for Snowflake OAuth authorization, you have to come to the administrator page, click on new connection, select the type as Snowflake Data Cloud, in the authentication, for now in the CDGC we support standard, key pair and client credentials. Client credentials has to be selected for the OAuth. To select the authentication, and now you have to fill all these details. Access token URL has to be taken from the OAuth team, as it will only allow you to get the access token. Once you fill all the details except the access token, click on generate access token, which will automatically generate the access token and fill here. I have one connection already created. I have already filled all the details here. Only the access token is left. I'll click on the generate access token, which will generate the access token, and it has automatically filled it. Now do the test connection. This should be successful. As you could see, the test for this connection was successful. Now this can be used in the MCC. Now go to MCC, click on new, go to catalog source, search for Snowflake, create, enter the name of the resource, and here select the connection which we have created for the Snowflake authentication. So here I have already created this resource. So I have selected the connection, and then normally you select the runtime environment, provide the filter, whatever table you want to assign, and save, and then run it. Once the job is run, to monitor the job, click on monitor and click here. You could see I have scanned one table which is successful with the OAuth authorization. Now moving ahead, for the Snowpark Python storage procedure is scanning. Similarly, you have to click on new, select the catalog source type, here search for Snowflake, and then click on create. I have already created a resource, this. So you need to provide the name of the resource tab as a Snowflake, and here you have to specify the connection which you have created in the administrator for the database where those storage procedures are defined. Now go to the configuration, select the specific runtime environment, go to the filter conditions, select include metadata. Here you can select the type of asset which you want to scan. Here I want to scan the storage procedures, that's why I have selected the storage procedures here. Now you need to specify the asset name. Here you can use the asterisk as well. So I have provided the database schema and then this my storage procedures name. Once all these details are provided, you can save and click on run. Once you run the job, a job will start executing. I have already ran this job. So I'll go to the monitor. I'll search for my job here, my resource name. So this is my resource name. Here if you see, my job is completed and it has successfully fetched one procedure definition. To see the result, copy the resource name from here, go to the data governance and catalog like this and paste the resource name here. Resources will come, just click on the resource name. Here if you see, all those assets are fetched. I'll directly click on the procedure definition. If you'll see, this is the definition of the procedure which I have scanned. So if I'll go to the code, here I could see the exact code which I have written in the Snowpark using the Snowpark functions. And now to see the lineage part, I'll go to the statement. These all are the different assets which are fetched. So click on statement, and here we will see the lineage. Go to the lineage. This is the dataset level lineage, which means table level. So I have a table name source table, which is writing, which is being taken with the by the storage procedure and then perform some operations and then return to the target table. If you want to see the data element level lineage, click on the data element level lineage. Select what all are the elements or the columns you want to see, and you'll get the lineage like this. If you want to see all the flows, go to the settings, view all flow lines for the attributes, and click on apply. So here in this way you will see all the flow. Here source and target table are considered as a reference because the connection assignment is not done. Once connection assignment is done, it will be the original resource.
For more information, you can refer these links to access the article. We have added these links to the video description as well. We would love to hear your feedback. Please feel free to reach out to us at supportvideos@informatica.com or on our Twitter page. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day ahead.